Okay, let's see. We are live. Let's see. Hey, we have some A's in the chat. We'll wait for a few seconds or minutes until some people are coming. Um, and yeah, hey Sonium, great to see you. While we are waiting here, let's take a look at the tweet. And yeah, we have quite a lot of people who asked for having a review, and we are gonna do this one by one. Depends on who is coming and who is not coming. So and we'll also maybe do a few more, and also I will share like a strategy, a full strategy of how to grow on Twitter, specifically if you want to grow an audience, or also if you want to get customers from Twitter, okay? Because Twitter is so powerful to get customers. And I just realized that I'm speaking to the wrong camera, so let me switch it. but yeah, so yeah, you can drop your Twitter, by the way, if you are already here, so I can, if you want me to roast you, you can drop your Twitter account handle in the chat, and yeah, I can start do the roast. And otherwise, I'll wait a few more minutes until. Hey Yash, what's up? Good to have you here, and yeah, I guess. Yeah, Sonium, we got it. Okay, so we have you here, and we have hey, cool. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so basically, Twitter strategy is kind of simple. Okay, first of all, we want to, I'll take a look at your profile and everything, but basically we want to understand what's our goal right now. Okay, what's our goal with the Twitter audience? Do we want to get, do we want to feel important and have influence and grow as much as possible? What's our goal here? Okay, so is it to gain as much followers as possible? Is to be a big brand? And we can do all of this, at the same time. We can do all of this while working on the profile. But if you have like right now a goal, it will always be like right now I have in mind. So for example, I'm trying to build like a brand or a big company or big software company, and maybe I'm trying to grow as much as possible. But at the same time, I want to grow my SaaS, and I want to get customers, and I want to build a business around my profile. Okay, and I always keep that in mind. Okay, if I'm thinking right now, okay, I need customers right now, maybe I'll need to think a bit short term. Or if I'm thinking about, okay, I want to build this big brand that will stay here for a few years, then I need to plan accordingly. And my advice and what I'm doing is I'm trying to plan ahead, not what my followers are going to be like in 2 to 3 days, or let's say 2 to 3 months, but what it's gonna be in like 2 to 3 years, and what I can do with it in the long term. Okay, so this is like the key thing here, because if you come here and you're doing this for the short term, what I've noticed is I'm gonna quit fast and not see results while and it's just not gonna be fun, basically. So first of all, like, it's the goal, okay? And to be honest, like, you can grow your SaaS without having a large audience, and I want to share with you like a bit of the strategy that we are going to talk about, and we are gonna also review the profiles, okay? So basically, if you're a small account right now and you're looking for finding customers to your SaaS, and in this example, let's say you're finding customers to your Shopify applications, okay? So with that, we don't need really 1,000 followers. We don't really need a lot of followers in this account. What we do need is to grow consistently, maybe at least 5 to 10 followers per day. Okay, so if we have 5 to 10 followers per day, it's enough to grow a SaaS application, or maybe get beta testers, or whatever it is that you are trying to do. Okay, maybe build an email list. Again, it all comes down to the goal. Okay, so why 5 to 10, and why just 5 to 10 people? Why just 5 to 10 followers? It's because, if you're just taking this account and we are speaking only about Shopify, only about tactics about Shopify, only about increasing traffic or getting more visitors and things like that, this account is gonna attract Shopify people that are using Shopify, Shopify owners, e-commerce people, and stuff like that. So it means that it's very targeted. But on Twitter, there are a lot of people that are not really qualified. So we don't really want these people that are not qualified. We want only, the people that might use our applications, that have money, that have the mindset to invest money. And, so maybe out of these 10 people, maybe one person is fit, maybe two. It really depends on the content that you write, the people that you attract to your profile. Obviously, it's based on the content, okay? So, but if we can get like 5 to 10, maybe one or two of them is qualified. And then what we can do is we can reach out to them and we can do a lot of things with it, because they already engaged with you. Okay, you attracted them to your profile, and basically they are not cold. You can reach out to them, you can ask them, hey, what's up with your Shopify store? And you can start a conversation, and maybe from that conversation you can tell them, okay, by the way, I'm building this tool, I would like your feedback on this. What do you think about this? Okay, and I'm just sharing the overall strategy. Okay, this is not how you reach out to people, but this is the overall strategy to get 5 to 10 people to your profile essentially, and qualify them, and one of them or two or three of them are gonna be a fit, and you can start to engage with them further and maybe get them to your application. So this is the baseline right now. Okay. And the goal basically is, you're right now starting out, is to get you to these 5 to 10 people consistently. Now, there are a few ways to do it as a small account, and let me do something. So essentially, as a small account, no one really knows you, and you need to optimize so well. When people come to your profile, you need to convert them to your followers, okay? And there are a few ways to do it. So basically, there are two parts to this. The first one is to get people to your account. How do you get visitors, basically? And the second one is actually converting them in your profile, okay? And these two should be your main focus right now as a small account. Now, there are a few ways to get visitors, and we are gonna attack this in two ways, okay? Two ways, okay? So, first of all, how people decide to get to your profile. They see your profile picture on the feed, and they see the content, and they see the name also, and they see the content that you're producing, okay? So let's take a look at the feed right now, and what we are gonna see is we see the picture, and we see the name, and we see obviously the content. So let's take a look at the comments. For example, we see like the profile, the name, and the comment, the content itself. Okay, so these are three aspects that make people click and visit your profile. So if your picture is not good enough, is not standing out, maybe people will not notice you. Okay, so when I'm scrolling right now and I see all these comments, okay, so this screen is pretty standing out for me, so I might stop and I might read the content. So the first stage is like making people stop, and then making sure that the content is actually good. Okay, also the name is playing some kind of factor, but it's not really that crucial. But what's more important is capturing the attention and making sure that the content is really as good. Okay, now once they click on your profile, which one of the ways is, as I'm showing you right now, is to comment on other people's profiles. Okay, so for example, you are right now a Shopify owner, you want people in the Shopify space. The easiest way for you to get them is to follow people from Shopify and only comment on people on profiles that are on the Shopify, okay, and giving advice, giving all sorts of value, okay. And this is actually a whole topic for a different video, commenting on posts of other people. But you know, this is a really skill that most of people, they don't know how to comment, and this is why most people, when they comment, let's say 5 to 10 comments per day, they are not getting these visitors, and therefore they can't convert them. Okay, they can't get visitors to your profile because the comments are bad, or maybe it's the branding, and their profile itself is not as good enough, again, because of the content and because of other things, and therefore even if they get visitors, they can't convert. Okay, so these are a few like guidelines and a few topics that I just wanted to lay down here. And yeah, let's take a look at Alexander's profile and yeah, give you a little roast and see what's going on. Okay, so at first glance, this banner picture, it's distracting. Okay, like the profile is kind of standing out. Okay, maybe I would change, maybe I would make your picture popping up a little bit more. And actually, let's do an experiment here. Okay, let's take your profile and let's save it in here, and let's take you to Photoshop, and and let's design some sketches and do some stuff. Okay, and by the way, you can use any software for this, but you know, so right now the main problem that I see here is, so you picked a color, and yeah, the picture, it looks nice, but you know, the banner is pretty distracting. So if you want to attract people, the main idea behind a Twitter profile and making this convert is, you know, you put yourself aside. Right now, no one really cares about your personal life and your personal profile, at least at this stage, because you're not really providing any value right now. And I'm speaking in general, not specifically to your profile, right? So when people are coming to a profile, I'm always thinking, how is it going to help them? Okay, so when people look at this banner picture, they see a view. Okay, is it really helping them? Yes, it's nice picture and everything, but you know, I don't really get it. Like, how is it related to Shopify, right? So again, also the same with the bio. Bootstrapping and acquired Shopify apps by night. Okay, how is it really giving me value, that the fact that you bootstrapped and acquired Shopify applications? And yeah, and you have some applications here. Let's make sure that I'm getting the context correctly. So if I get it correctly, yeah, you have like this application that you would like to get more people to it. Facebook audience sync. Yeah, so if I'm getting this correctly, you are taking audiences from Facebook and you sync them to the targeting of the Shopify store, if I get it correctly. And this is what you do. Okay, so obviously you want to attract people that want to be in the Shopify space, right? That are in the Shopify space. Maybe they are already in the space, and maybe they want to basically, the benefit here is they want to get more money, right? And so basically they can target people. You have the data, and they can target them better on the stores, and they can convert them essentially, right? So we want to think from the standpoint of a Shopify owner that is going to your profile. If eventually you want them to get here, your whole profile should be around providing value for Shopify owners. Okay, and by the way, like maybe just the bio itself, if you write here something like, want to know how to target customer, how to double your conversions on the store by 10%, something like this, and you put an arrow down here, and let's actually, so if you put like in the bio something that is a call to action, and you tell them, want to know how to improve conversions, go down here. And I can't draw. Why is it not working? I know. Okay, so if you want to drive traffic to your site and maybe convert them to the site, what I would do, I would write like something, some kind of a promise that you can provide them, and a call to action to here. And essentially, the strategy is, let's say for example, you comment 5 to 10 times a day on profiles of Shopify owners, on where Shopify owners are hanging out, and you comment on these profiles. They get to your profile, even if your banner sucks and your picture sucks, which the picture is fine, the banner can be improved, okay, and only the bio is working. So maybe you catch their attention with this thing, and that's all you need to get traffic to your site, like essentially, like, because people are gonna read only this side, and then at first, okay, this is the first thing they see, okay. Imagine your profile as a landing page. The first thing they are gonna see is your banner, your picture, and the bio. If the bio is enticing enough, they might click to your profile, and if they might click to your landing page, and if the landing page is good enough, they might even take a look, they might even convert, okay. So it doesn't need to be so professional, but the bio needs to be like top notch, and the banner can also help for that. So what I would do in this case, in this situation, so let's take the profile and let's make some improvements to this profile, okay. Let's take your picture and let's do some kind of tests. Layer via copy, and yeah, let's have this picture, let's have this color, and do some thing like that. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, so we have your profile, and yeah, I would use the same color, okay. So on the, as we see, like, we have this stroke, and ignore my bad cut, but okay, let's ignore this. So we have this profile, and the first thing they see is the banner, and we want to entice them to read the bio, okay. So every step of this page is like a landing page, okay. We want them to read the header, then the bio. If we are driving traffic to some site, then to this site. If we want to convert them to followers, then we can do it with content, but this is like a different game. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the, what's gonna give you most of the value, okay? So instead of this banner that is not providing value, you can use it, and you can use it to make people read your bio, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm writing down, so you are looking for Shopify owners. So let's say you're, what kind of thing will attract Shopify owners, okay? They want to make more conversions, they want to target best people, they want to make more money, and things like that. So maybe your profile, and also what we want to think is what kind of content they would like to see, so they come to my profile, right? So yeah, and obviously I'm not in the niche of Shopify, but I'm just gonna make some guesses of what people want. So basically what we can do here is, let's take some let's say quicksand, and so we want to think what kind of content these people would like to see, okay? And in that kind of thing, so maybe we can say something like Shopify targeting, or Shopify conversion, so Shopify store conversion hacks, okay? So your account is maybe around Shopify owners who wants to learn how to convert better to the stores, okay? Or maybe even we go even specific, okay? The specific, the more niche you can go, the better you can grow, okay? Because you can nail your messaging exactly to these people. So instead of Shopify store conversions, we can say like Shopify stores that are selling, I don't know, let's say they are selling, it's kind of tough, what Shopify owners are selling, toys, okay? Toys is not a good, it's not a good, let's say toys, just for the example, but we want to get something maybe B2B. So let's say B2B Shopify toys, Okay, it doesn't make sense, but you know, just get the idea. So when someone who has a store that is selling toys on Shopify, this is very targeted, and is gonna see conversion X, then they are gonna say, oh, okay, so maybe there is value in this profile. Then they are going to scroll down, they are going to look at your bio, and they are going to maybe click on your, and if you add right now, as I said, want to convert 20% more visitors, and then like a finger, okay, like finger down, right? So you add like let's say you take this one, you take it out, you put it up, and yeah, so you have this bio, want to convert 20% more visitors to your toys store, basically, and or whatever your niche is. Okay, if like your advantage as a small account is, and every like in any like even in business, is you can, okay, let's leave that alone. Okay, you can go niche and you can attract exact people, and after you nail this the niche that you pick, once you nail that, maybe you can scale further. But for now, you can focus on a specific target, make sure that you convert them as best as possible, make sure that your messaging is working for them as best as possible, that your solution, maybe that even your SaaS is customized for them as best as possible. So if I'm selling toys in my store, on my Shopify store, I would like to maybe have some specific features that are finding kids from all around the internet that would like to buy my toys, okay? And clothes and cosmetics, okay, you said clothes and cosmetics, so let's say clothes. Yeah, okay, so clothes store, right? So we have like a clothes store and conversions, but we can even go further, okay? Clothes is a very big topic. If you are the best expert in maybe, let's say, shirts or t-shirts, or even in shirts, you can go even more, like I'm the best, this account will help you convert best to your shirts store, okay? You are the expert in helping people convert to their shirt stores, okay? Or something, or whatever it is, right? And based on that, you can create the best content for these people. You can make sure your landing page is converting as best, and making sure that your Twitter profile is converting as best as possible. And we are doing something like this, okay? So that's the general idea. And let me know if you have any questions about what I'm saying right now, and if it makes sense. So I'm not just talking to myself and you don't understand anything. Feel free to ask a question if you have. And you know, and the essential idea is everything you do in your Twitter account is for the other person. Right now there is no Alexander. Right now there is no, so my account right now is directly for people who are building SaaS. Right now there is no, so I'm Jonathan, there is no Jonathan right now. No one cares about Jonathan unless you provide them value. No one cares about Alexander unless you give them anything of value, okay? Now the fact that you have like a pinned tweet about Shopify, it's pretty good. One thing I would say is try to do as less retweets as possible, okay? At least where you are right now starting out, because imagine right now, if we take your profile as a landing page, in your landing page, you are not gonna mention any other businesses in your landing page, right? Like when people go to your landing page here, you're not gonna mention like other tools in Shopify or things like that, because you want to convert them to your tool essentially, right? Like it doesn't make sense. So the same applies in Twitter, okay? You don't want to, unless maybe it's giving you some social proof or anything like this, you want to make sure that your profile is as clean as possible, and what people are gonna see, it's mainly content, original content from you. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't retweet other people if you want to quote them and anything like this. You can do that here and there, but when you are starting out, you want to make sure that people are converting based on your content, okay? Because if right now I'm a Shopify owner, I have a store in Shopify, and I scroll to your profile, I see content from other person, and I see maybe a bit of content from you. I see another person again. I see, like, it doesn't give me any reason why to follow you because of you or because of your account. I'm seeing a lot of content from other people, and while it's nice and all, at the beginning stages, you want to optimize your profile. So for the little, because you get little visitors, for the little visitors that you get, you want to convert them as best as possible. And that can only happen by having, by having unique content that is gonna convert them, okay? And yeah, I see that you say that you are gonna change the banner today. That's awesome. I'll see if you actually do that. We'll see. Now, as I said, like, the goal right now is to get 5 to 10 people, and you can do it with 2 activities, and it can be done with 1 hour of work. So the first one is produce 4 to 5 pieces of tweets every single day. And first of all, no one is gonna see that. So one of the things you can do at the start is use some hashtags, okay? Find like 5 to 10 hashtags on the Shopify space. It can be Shopify hashtag, it can be e-commerce hashtag, it can be whatever it is, okay? You need to do your research and find some hashtags to start with. Now, hashtags are good when you are small, but as you grow your account, you don't want to use hashtags anymore because, this blue text is kind of ugly, okay? This thing is kind of ugly. It's good for the beginning because once you're using an hashtag, at least people are gonna see that in the hashtag itself, so you're gonna get some exposure. But as you grow your account, you're gonna get some organic, and you don't need this anymore. But at first, using hashtags can give you this initial boost. Now, if your content is also good, when you mention Shopify in your post or e-commerce, people are gonna scroll this hashtag and they are gonna see your content and they are gonna see your profile picture. And if the content that you provide is good, they are gonna go to your profile. Okay, so this is why using hashtags at first in the beginning is beneficial. On top of that, in your research, not only hashtags are good, but other accounts that you are gonna, maybe 10 accounts that you are gonna comment on them every single day. You are gonna go to their accounts and you are gonna comment on them and you are gonna provide value. Again, the key is to provide value. Let's take a look. Who are you following? Another quick tip is everyone that is not related to Shopify, I would either mute or unfollow, okay? When you open your feed, your homepage, you wanna see only people that are related to your niche. So you are getting ideas from them, and you also, it's easy for you to comment, okay? So you produce content every time you produce new content in your niche, okay? If they are outside of your niche, or either unfollow or mute, okay? What else? Okay, so the first strategy was hashtags, and the second one is commenting. Now let's take a look at the things that you comment right now and if it's really helping other people. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty random. But yeah, so based on the initial, overview, first of all, you are not commenting enough. You need to comment way more, okay? Like once, twice a day, it's not enough. And also in terms of the content, I see that you're not really producing any content, which is also like, you're not really active. So why would it someone, what kind of value are you providing to someone so they actually come to your profile. The other thing is, when you do comment, make sure that it's actually beneficial. Okay, so if your goal is to grow your your profile, all you do right now is grow your profile. You can consume content, you can read other people's content, unless of course you are getting ideas, and unless also you are commenting on their posts. Okay, so for example, let's say you want to comment on this account, they are around Shopify websites, and you are focusing on CROs. What you can do is you can instead of, the way I provide value is basically I share an experience, I share a story, I share something that can provide any value. Maybe it's some kind of a tools, maybe it's some kind of product, maybe some kind of a checklist, or maybe anything like this. So basically every keyword that you see right here can give you ideas of what to comment. So let's say this dude is talking about Shopify CRO checklist. So you can say something like, one of the things that helped me the most to improve my my store was doing XYZ, okay? Or I used these 3 tools to improve my CROs. This is 1, 2, 3, okay? This is something you can comment on this, for example, this reply. And why is it so helpful is because if someone else is reading your comment and is like, oh, so these are 3 tools I can use myself, or oh, this is a tactic I can use, then they click on your profile and they say, oh, okay. They go to your profile, they see the banner that I designed, and they see, oh, so this person is helping converting Shopify store and anything like this. Okay, so they see your banner, they take a look at your bio, they take a look at your other content that you produced every day, 4 to 5 tweets, and they say, oh, this account is kind of nice. Okay, it's providing me a lot of value. Let's click on the follow, right? This kind of the mindset, the process of people. Okay. Yeah, that's most of this thing. We have also Yash in the call, so let's also take a look at Yash. Yash, do you have your account? Maybe let me check something for a moment. In the meantime, so yeah, let me know, by the way, Alexander, if it all makes sense, if you have any questions. And I just gave you a general idea. You can play with this, okay? Maybe it's ox, I don't know, like what's your angle here, what's your ox? Maybe it's something else, right? Maybe it's maybe you are focusing on something else, and as niche as you can go, the better. And take the concepts that I shared right now, not like it doesn't need to be copy paste one line by line, but just the general concept. But yeah, okay, so I see that. Wait. Yeah, so let me be smaller. Yeah, and the other things that we can do on this, okay, so a few improvements to your picture. What we can do here is, let's see, so here we want to make yourself a bit more popping out. Is this? Yeah. We can basically layer via copy. We can give you maybe a bit black and white. we can, yeah, and I'm just playing with a few ideas. Let's see how it goes, and take what's, and let's see what we are getting. Nothing. Okay, it's not this one, it's this one. So we have now this outer glow. Yeah, okay, so these dots are actually a mistake, but actually it looks good with the dots. So we'll just stay with that. And we are also want to give some brightness to you. Okay. Yeah, something like this. Maybe we don't need the black and white. Hey, maybe like this is better. Yeah, we want to see like what it's like when it's really, really small. Okay, so you mentioned that your goal is to engage with other Shopify developers. Okay, so what you can do is you can, so how do you, again, like it's the same concept, how do you attract people that are interested in, that are Shopify developers? How do you do that? You are basically give, Shopify tips for developers. Okay, things that you do daily. So if you are a Shopify developer, what are some of the acts, what are some of the things that you do yourself that can help other Shopify developers? So you can change this to something like helping Shopify developers build better products, build better applications, providing hacks to Shopify developers, and so on and so forth. Okay. Yeah, and by the way, just by doing this small change, just by making you a bit more popping, yeah, I think it looks a bit more appealing. And when people see you on the even if we go smaller, we can see that it looks kind of good. What else you can do? Maybe you can have a bit of colors and stuff like that, but yeah, 2 is fine. Yeah, I think this, yeah, it looks interesting. Maybe in the let's yeah, okay, it's not even, so it looks ugly, but yeah, I think like just doing that with the banner, with changing the bio, and with commenting a few things, that can set you for, and obviously staying consistent. Okay, like the major problem I see when people are starting out is they are not consistent enough, and that's the whole game, like staying in the game consistently. Like even if I didn't told you all these things, that the branding and all these things, maybe you could figure it out yourself, but if without being consistent, you can't figure it out yourself. Okay, so if you're starting out, my best advice is to form an habit to write 4 or 5 tweets a day, and also commenting. Okay, these things, it can take you 1 hour, maybe 30 minutes, really depends. If you are starting out, 1 to 2 hours, so you can actually learn the lessons. But if it's really important to you, you'll find 1 hour at least, and you will do it every single day. And it's not that complicated if you keep in mind that you need to be consistent and provide value. The way I provide value is by giving my best of the best of ideas, best of them. Like if I come up with some insight and I'm like, an insight that took me months to figure out, I'll just share it. Okay, because this is the best content. Okay, not holding back, not being afraid of, if I'm gonna share my best secrets, people are gonna steal that, and they are gonna be more successful than me, whatever it is that all this thinking that holding us back from sharing stuff. But my theory, when I'm sharing my best content, I attract as many people as possible. The people that copy me or whatever it is, they are gonna quit eventually, because people that are thinking short term and about like so the first thing I want to say is, like, most people are not taking action, and they are not taking the advice, even if you give that for free. So giving your ideas for free, the secrets for free, is gonna attract people, and 90% of them are not gonna do anything. The 10% that are gonna do stuff, you want them to do that, because when they take action, they'll get results, and they will remember that you helped them get these results, and maybe you can later, like, network with these people, these people that are gonna actually get results with this. Okay, not everyone also gets results. Some apply that, some quit, but when they get results at the end, they might reach out to you and tell you, oh, you helped me so much, and it changed my way of thinking, and blah 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 blah. And these people that will take action, they can become like a new friends, new network, new connection, right? And so on and so forth. This is the reasoning behind sharing the best advice, okay? Nothing held back. Yeah, so I think we covered a lot of topics, and I think that's enough for now. If you are watching this video right now and you want me to review your Twitter, if you want to get a roast like I just showed you, make sure you click the like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and DM me, and I might do this live stream again next week. Yeah, thank you for everyone who is coming to who came to this and participated. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next time. Peace.